When I know you're not going to hurt me?
That wasn't a request, Holly. I want it, and I want it now.
First, tell me why it's so important.
I thought you'd figured that out already.
I was interrupted.
You're pretty bold for somebody in such dire straits.
What have I got to lose?
Unless you give me the camera. Everything.
I already told you Robert's on his way over to pick me up right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the cavalry's just on the other side of the hill.
You don't frighten me.
Then why are you shaking?
I'm not.
Not so fast.
You've got the camera.
That's right, and I'll get rid of it soon. Unfortunately, though, the camera isn't the only thing that needs getting rid of.
Oh, Edward, no, you don't mean it.
I'm sorry, but yes, I'm the one who killed her. I'm the one who killed Beatrice.
Oh.
Mother!
What are you going to do to me?
I'm not sure yet.
I'll keep what I found out to myself.
What did you find out?
You know perfectly well.
Photography's a common hobby.
Yes, but most people don't practice it from behind mirrors.
Oh, I take it you don't subscribe to the whatever turns you on theory.
You're right, I don't. But I'm willing to forget this little episode.
You know, I wish I could trust you, Holly. But alas, I can't.
Why not?
Because there's nothing to prevent you from going to Robert on this.
But you've got the camera.
Yeah, but you know all about it. All about it.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't care.
Yeah, maybe the Rothschilds don't have money. He's a cop, Holly. He may not look like one dressed up in those suits in that fancy apartment. He could almost pass for a human being.
I refuse to listen to anything.
You're not going anywhere until I tell you to.
If you do anything to me, Robert will have you behind bars so fast you won't know what hit you.
Yeah, but he's got to catch me first.
He will, and when he does...
What would you have me do? What would you have me do, Holly? You know too much already.
What I have to do is just leave it alone.
Leave it alone? What about you? All you have to do is leave it alone, but no, you have to keep spying, lurking, snooping about it. Whatever happens to you, you brought on yourself, Holly.
I don't care, all right? I was just curious, mildly curious.
Liar!
I don't intend to do it. It's the truth.
You're a liar!
It's the truth.
You just want to use it as evidence against me. First the camera, then the mirror. You won't be happy until you're testifying against me in court.
I don't care, really. I just want to put it all behind me.
Yeah, then why did you sneak in here and steal the camera?
I
Why?
already told you that.
Curiosity, don't make me laugh.
I'll do or not do whatever you want. Just please let me go.
How many times do I have to tell you I can't do that?
Please!
No! What's going on here?
You're trying to hurt me!
Butt out! Leo, oh. One word of this gets out. One word and it's all over for you. You understand? They'll be wiping the floor with you.
You're right. Maybe I should call a doctor.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
She's resting. Still is with her.
She'll be all right.
Yeah, in a few minutes.
Well, maybe I should go upstairs.
We need you here more, Monica. Stay here.
Edward, I hope you realize what you're doing by confessing like this. If you gave Beatrice Lila's heart medication knowing it could kill her, you can be charged with first-degree murder.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that.
You should have told us, Father.
We might have been able to do something to help, Edward.
Monica, there's no way in the world we can undo our mistakes. Eventually, they all catch up with us.
There's no way in this world that I believe you gave her that drug knowing it would kill her.
That is premeditation. You yourself said you weren't that desperate.
Well, perhaps I wasn't thinking.
I'll say.
Edward, are you admitting that you wish to do Beatrice harm?
Yes, sir, I am.
Father!
Look, we would like a lawyer here. No more questions until Edward is protected.
Monica, I can speak for myself. A lawyer will not be necessary.
It's your right.
I waive the right.
He's lost his mind.
Look, I hated Beatrice. There's no secret about that. I mean, her medical lawsuit, her constant embarrassment of Lila. I just wanted her out of the way, quickly and permanently.
I don't believe this.
Come on, read me my rights or whatever it is you fellows do. I'm ready to face my punishment.
All right, we'll do this by the book. Edward Quatermain, I'm arresting you for the murder of Beatrice Lasua. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
It's nothing serious. Please, nothing I can't handle.
really messed up.
What are you talking about?
Leo. He's not so tough. I should have been able to handle him. It was a lucky punch, I guess.
Are you kidding? You came in at just the right time. If you hadn't come in right then, I tried to think what would have happened.
Well, why was he after you?
Never mind.
Well, do you have something on him?
You don't want to get involved, Josh.
Wait, I just got my stomach shoved up into my throat. If that doesn't make me involved.
I found some things out.
Yeah, the camera. Did you see the way he grabbed it? That must have been what he was after. Or is it what you're after?
It was proof.
Of what?
Of what he's up to. Please, I don't want to talk about it.
Look, he took the camera with him.
Yeah, I know.
Well, do you have anything else on him? Holly, look, I want to help. I can see you're in trouble. You're over your head.
It's over your head, too, Josh.
Well, what if we team up?
Please, I don't want to talk about it. I made a mistake. I let it get personal.
What?
Something that Leo did to me. I was trying to get revenge. The camera was evidence. It was just a vendetta.
You're just going to forget about it.
I should have done that a long time ago. What's important now is Robert's case, finding out who killed Beatrice.
After Leo's little act, I'd put money on him.
It's not his style. Terror tactics, yes, but murder, no.
Well, thanks for the water.
Do you want to rest here for a while?
No, I got to get to the studio. There's a chance I can perform tonight. Throat will let me.
Any trouble, officers?
Nothing we can't handle.
Everything all right, Edward?
Oh, yeah, it's almost as much fun as getting a driver's license. Well, now, I suppose it's time for the official questioning. I don't see your rubber hose, Commissioner.
If you recall, when I read you your rights, I said you could have a lawyer present.
Well, my attorneys get very large fees. Are you sure that's absolutely necessary?
I usually recommend it in cases as serious as this.
Look, you already have my confession. I don't know what more we have to talk about.
Your statement was made in informal surroundings. You're going to have to reiterate it again just for the record. Also, any other pertinent details which may be proof of the allegations.
I suppose there'll be witnesses present, other people to take it all down.
And type it, after which you'll be asked to sign it.
Yeah, just like at the office.
I really think you should have a lawyer here, Edward.
I've told you before it is not necessary. Unless, of course, you plan to ask me some questions of a very tricky nature.
All right. I'll give you a sneak preview. How did you know that Beatrice was allergic to that drug, the one that killed her?
Well, you know, with 2 doctors in the family, all those hospital tests of Beatrice at the hospital, full knowledge of hospital procedure, any clever man could have figured it out.
Which apparently you did.
I'm an extremely clever man, Scorpio, as you're going to find out when we start playing 20 questions.
Take this man to his cell.
Should he get the usual shower and denims?
The works. I want no favors shown.
Wait, well, no, wait.
You heard him. Let's go, Quartermain.
Listen to me, young man. Either you let me in, or I shall go over your head.
This is a surprise.
Oh, Robert, thank God. At last, a familiar face.
Commissioner, Mrs. Quartermain just wants to see Mr. Quartermain, and this man, this guard, just won't let us pass.
Well, I've tried to explain the rules, sir.
I'm his wife, Robert. Surely you make exceptions for wives.
Usually they don't.
Oh, I just don't understand. I find this all quite unacceptable. All I want to do is see my husband. And, well, by the way that you're all acting, I don't even know that he's all right.
He's fine.
Oh, well, then why can't you go see him?
Please, Robert, please.
All right. We'll have him brought up to one of the interrogation rooms.
No. That won't do at all. I wish to see him in his cell.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Why not? Is it that dreadful? I do hope that it's a single they've given him because, well, I want him to have some privacy for the dinner I bought him.
I believe it's a single.
Yes, sir, it is. No room in the tank.
Lucky him.
I'm waiting.
Okay, but Stella will have to stay here.
Oh, fine. Jails hold no appeal to me.
Shall we go?
Well, first I'm going to have to check through these bags.
Well, please do. You'll find that I've brought nothing illegal.
What we got here? We've got a sweater, a gown, we've got a change of underwear, we've got socks, a manicure kit. Here's the problem.
What?
The nail file. It's going to have to stay behind.
Well, you don't think he'd, like they do in the movies, saw his way out?
Well, we don't take any chances here, Lila. We've got a picnic basket here. Well, pate, Cornish game hen, poisson, grapes, and a thermos of very dry martinis. And a bottle of fume walk.
And the corkscrew is the kind that you don't need a screw for.
Harmless enough.
There, I just remembered. I didn't bring any ice or an ice bucket, and Edward hates his wine warm, and, oh, I did want everything to be special.
That's all right. I'll just send one of the officers down to that little place on the corner to get some ice, see what they've got anyway. All right?
Okay, sir. You're the boss.
All right.
You know, he was very uncivil to us.
Well, I apologize for that, Lila. I expect he was just doing his job.
Well, don't worry. I have no intention of filing any complaints.
Thank you.
Anyway, Edward will only be here this one night. You know, he didn't kill that woman, Robert, and I'm sure as soon as his lawyer turns up tomorrow, everything will be worked out.
Certainly hope so.
He's innocent, Robert. I'm positive of it.
If that's the case, Lila, why did he confess?
No, he has his own good reasons.
You don't know them?
Robert, patience. All will be revealed in his own good time.
Bit of a chill in the air.
Yeah, fall's on the way, I guess.
Might even rain tonight.
How'd it go?
Hey, what go?
The day, of course.
All the day. Oh, the day went fine. What's for dinner?
Omelettes.
Sounds good.
Any more progress on the Beatrice murder case?
Lots of progress. Killer confessed.
You're joking.
Nope.
Well, who is it?
Edward Quartermain.
Edward?
Before you go getting excited, I'll let you in on something. Despite his confession, I don't think he did it. Matter of fact, I'm sure he didn't.
Well, then why would
He's
he?
up to something.
How'd you know?
Oh, it's the way he's acting. All this cooperation. As if the whole thing's a great big game and the joke's on us. No. I'm sure he didn't do it. But he knows something.
So he could be covering for somebody.
Possibility.
Which means that the case still isn't solved.
Looks that way.
You know, I was thinking, the nature of the drug that was used to kill Beatrice, that makes the crime murder one now, doesn't it?
Only if the killer knew she was allergic to the drug.
Now, how many people would have access to that information?
Lots. Too many, in fact. What's that?
What?
Bruise.
Oh, I had a little run-in.
With whom?
You promised not to get mad.
I'm mad already. Who did that to you?
It was my fault. I did something very silly today, but before I tell you, you have to promise not to get mad.
I don't have to tell you, you could have got yourself into serious trouble.
Yeah, I did.
Someday you won't be quite so lucky.
I realize now it was a mistake.
Well, at least you're okay.
The worst thing is that I lost the camera.
There'll be other ways to trap him. All things considered, I'm not sure the camera would have made much difference anyway.
I should have been smarter.
Me too.
What do you mean?
Well, if the truth were known, I could have been a little sharper today.
The Quartermain affair?
If I'd been thinking, I would have used a little more finesse.
It seems to me you didn't have much choice.
Should have called Lila in privately.
So you think Edward is covering for her?
That's of course he did it. She's the only other suspect.
Well, I suppose she does fit the bill. I mean, it was her heart medication. She was at the spa party.
Question is motive.
Edward's former mistress?
Not a good reason for murder.
Something else, then?
You remember my mentioning that Bible page, the one that Jimmy Lee had and then lost?
Yes, something to do with the Quartermain inheritance.
That page proves that Lila was married to Tolliver. Now, as there's no record of a divorce, it means that Tracy and Alan are legitimate.
And unable to participate in the inheritance, but that doesn't affect Lila.
She gave the ultimatum. Get rid of her.
Will she do it for them?
Maybe she did.
You know, you're right. You should have talked to Lila alone. That's the advice I would have given you anyway if you talked to me about it.
Maybe I should have.
I think we'd make good partners on a case like this.
Not just cases.
You mean...
All good teamwork starts in the bedroom.
Oh, is that a fact?
Cross my heart.
Well, I can't say I'd be adverse to the idea.
Adverse? You better be downright enthusiastic.
Well, that'd be up to you.
I've still got a trick or two up my sleeve.
I'll bet you do.
First, I think we start with the shower.
No, the sauna, then the shower.
Then?
Then when we take the phone off the hook.
All right.